Morning, everyone. Okay. Where is everyone? I can't see you guys. Hi.
Hi.
How's everyone doing?
Good, thank you.
Cool. Need to check the settings because we have this annoying wait room. I don't know why I must have changed something. Right. I think there's one more person that is booked in. I'm going to give them 2 minutes and then we get started. Anybody having any specific niggle or complaint today?
Just slight knee pain, but the same thing I've had for ages, really.
Okay. So the plan for today is focusing on the hips mainly. So that should help Claire. What we're going to do is a lot more dynamic movements today. And one thing that I want to stress before we start is I want you, like whenever I say try to contract that muscle is really important, especially with the work that we're going to do today, that you're really going to try to tense that area because you'll see the movements are going to be quite big movements and dynamic. And if you're just like kicking your leg without tensing in the right area, you're not going to get as much benefit from the movement that we are doing. So for example, I'll show you in a moment, but the first one will be like kicking your legs towards your face. And if you're not really squeezing your quad, you're not going to get as much benefit from like how your neurological system works from releasing the muscle that is not working, which is your hamstring. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't think that Mike is joining us, so let's get started. We're just going to move around first, and then we're going to start with our work. So we're going to get into our 9.
Can we do a little?
Sorry, what was that?
Could we? I was wondering if we could do a little neck stretch as well.
Yeah, I'll try to squeeze it in towards at the end. If not, I'll send you a post I've done a couple of probably a month ago now that has a few things for the neck that you can do. Cool. Right, guys. So let's get into our 19 shin box position first. From there, what I want you to do is to get up onto your knees. You're going to take a step, stand up. You're going to then lunge back, bring your knee behind your foot, sit down, twist around to the opposite side, and we repeat. Let's do 10 in total. So Joanna, if you want to go together, because I don't think you have done this before. So shin box position, one knee in front of you, one on the side. From there, get up onto your knees. Good. Now the back leg comes to the front into a lunge. There you go, and you stand up. Now we go back to the same position, so you go back into that lunge. Now here is a little bit of a balancing act. Now the knee that is at the front needs to come all the way around. That was a rubbish demonstration. Behind the knee. That's it. You sit. And then twist to the opposite side and repeat. Yes? Lunge, that's it. Now the left leg goes back, yeah. Right knee behind the left knee, foot, that's it. Good, do 2 or 3 each side to catch up with the other guys. And when everybody's done, we're now going into the 90-90 position. So one knee is going to be in front of us, one directly to the side. I have 90 degrees and my knees and my hips as well. From there, try to get as tall as you can, and then you're pushing your belly button forward slightly, leaning forward. That should make it a little bit more challenging around your hips. Now, maintaining this position, this angle, I'm going to try to pivot around my heels and switch to the opposite direction. And then I'll be coming back. We're going to do 10 each side. So make sure you're not rounding back or leaning back. If you feel that you have to do that, have your fingertips at the back of your body so that you push yourself as tall as you can and switch around here or sit onto a cushion. Saskia, I want you to make a little bit more of an effort of not rolling back. So push yourself and your belly button forward. So you're compressing more. So from here, at the moment, you're kind of using a little bit of momentum and shifting back. I want you to keep pushing forward and really focus on the compression when we are up here and then switching. And if you feel you can't really do that, then push yourself straight so you don't move your back and then you move your legs. That looks better. Yes, good. Right, once you've done 10 in total, sit with one leg straight and one leg bent for me. Let's all start with the right leg extended actually, so it's easier for me to give you directions. I think everybody is ready. Now, from here, what I want you guys to do is, again, pushing that belly button forward as much as you can, sitting as straight as you can. If you can, you're going to be sitting here and maintaining your body just by using your flexors in the left side to keep yourself straight. If this is too challenging, again, fingertips at the back, you're pushing yourself straight, as tall as you can, and forward. Now, from here, we're going to start by squeezing the leg that is extended. So the muscles up here in your thigh, your quadriceps, this is what you're going to squeeze as hard as you can. And we're going to hold that squeeze for 20 seconds. The first one is simply going to be squeezing. And once you squeeze, if you look at my heel, most of you will see that the heel raises off the ground. If it doesn't matter as long as you have your knee locked. That depends on how we are built, but I think most of us, yours will see that. So I'm going to set the timer. I want you to activate, push yourself or pull yourself as far as you can against your knee without rounding from the top. And we're going all together. Now squeeze as hard as you can, maintain that. You can squeeze your upper body as well to increase that. Keep squeezing, halfway. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5. And relax. Switch leg. And again, set yourself forward and start squeezing as hard as you can. Keep yourself tall and leaning forward. And relax. Repeat this one more time. Switch around. And we're going to lean forward and squeeze as hard as you can. You should see that quad coming up. Keep squeezing as hard as you can. 10 more seconds. 5. Keep yourself forward and relax. Switch again. May feel almost cramping up. Let's get ready. Get tall and go. Squeeze as hard as you can. Keep squeezing. 5 seconds. Keep yourself tall and relax. Right, guys. So now we're going to use that contraction to start those dynamic movements. So what I want you to do is extend your right leg. We're going to go down onto our elbows. From here, you're going to squeeze these quads again. And from there, we're going to lift this leg as much as we can with a straight knee and back down. So you're doing some kicks, but they are controlled. And they are controlled by squeezing as much as you can this quad so that your hamstrings will let go. We're going to do 10 on one side, controlling down, and then we're going to switch together to the other side. Make sure you're not bending the knee. As straight as you can, wherever it gets for now. So, any questions? Everybody ready? Good. Let's start together. We're going to for 10 reps on the right side. Squeeze a little bit your lower abs as well so that we are not moving too much on the lower back. From there, let's start right leg. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch to the opposite side. Squeeze that quad as much as you can, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing this right, you feel your core as well kicking in a little bit. 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax, guys. Next up, we're going to lay on our side, like side plank type of position. I want you to be active from your shoulder. Let's have the right leg on top first. Now from here, you can have the bottom leg straight or bent, whatever is easier for you in terms of balancing. It's going to be same principle. I want you to squeeze the front of your leg, and then you should feel these muscles on the side working. The movement, the kick this time is going to be up and around. So you see how I rotate my leg, my knee to face me, and trying to pull in this leg as high as I can. And then it goes back down, facing in front. So look at your knee, you're going to squeeze your quads to lock the knee, you're going to lift, and that knee is going to rotate with the idea of bringing this leg as high as you can towards your shoulder. So it's going to look like a dynamic kick, like that, back down, and down. We're going to do 10 each side. Let me get this ready. Everybody ready? All clear? Cool. So let's go for 10 reps on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Switch over. We are going to go to the left side. Same principle. Push yourself away from the shoulder. Nice and tight. Keep your glutes squeezed a little bit as well so you're not rolling over at the back too much. Squeeze your quads. Knee is locked. And we're going for 10 reps, rotating that knee towards our face. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Next one, we're going to work our hip extension, which means lifting our leg behind us. So what I want you to do, guys, is laying down on your front. We're going to have a little bit of a tack our pelvis. So imagine you want to do a hollow hold in reverse here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bend one leg. We're going to keep that knee bent at 90 degrees. And now you're going to have your feet flat towards the ceiling. From here, imagine you want to squeeze these bum muscles and you're going to lift that leg towards the ceiling. Imagine you're pushing something through your heel. What I don't want to see is movement from your lower back. So I don't want to see that. You see my hips coming up as well. It's keeping tucked under, squeezing this muscle, lifting that leg up. Some of you might find this quite challenging. Mine is not the best hip extension, so you don't see much movement of me. Any questions? Everybody ready to go? Let's go for 10 reps. So tuck your bum under, bend your knee, hip to the ceiling, foot to the ceiling. Let's go. Squeeze your right glute. Let's lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Other leg. Bend your foot. Maintain that 90-degree angle. Wait, this way with my foot. Squeeze your bum and let's go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Now, next one is a progression from this movement. It's going to be a hip extension, and we're going to take that into a slide back extension as well. Now, we're going to have our hands at the front. From here, you need to initiate the movement in the same way. So the movement comes from your bum and hamstring, squeezing as hard as you can. From here, you're going to look forward, having your hands forward. You're going to kick that leg as high as you can, pushing off your foot on the other side. So this is what it's going to look like. And down. So what I'm doing is I'm squeezing my glute, so my bum, as hard as I can to drive that leg up and kick back. The fact that my back is extending is a consequence of the movement from here. If you're doing it right, you will feel all this area cramping up and tensing quite a lot. You shouldn't feel any pinching or any discomfort in your back. If you do, it means that you're not tensing as hard as you can here. Make sense? All good? Let's go. 10 reps. So hands in front of you. Look ahead. Restart with the right leg. Squeeze your bum as hard as you can and kick up as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3. You're pushing with your left foot into the floor to try to come up as much as you can. If you're on a carpet or wooden floor, it should be easier to slide. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go on the other side. Squeeze as hard as you can and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. All okay, guys? Anybody Feeling any discomfort or issues doing that? Cool. We're going to do one more round of each one, starting from the leg kicks from the front. So sitting up, leg extended, starting with the right leg. And we're going to lean on our elbows. From here, 10 kicks with the right. So squeeze your quad as much as you can. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left leg. Squeeze as hard as you can. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side plank with your right side up. And we're going to go. Remember, knee rotates towards our face. So let's go together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. Activate from the shoulder. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. On our front. Okay, first one, tilting your pelvic under slightly, bend your right leg, ankle, and we're pushing towards the ceiling. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side, left side, bend the foot, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, guys, here that only my leg is moving, nothing else in my body. So I'm not twisting or bending from my back. Should be 9 and 10. Relax, hands go overhead. And we're going to go with the kicks. So squeeze your bum, tense your right leg, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax for a second. We should be warm now. That was a workout for me. Hopefully not only for me, because that would make me really unfit compared to everyone. Right, guys, so next one. Next one is one of those exercises where we are going to activate and then stretch using our whole body as resistance. So this is not going to be really flattering on camera, but we're going to go on our back. You're going to get your legs up to the ceiling, and then you're going to open your legs, rotating your knees towards the floor as much as you can. Now, from this position, we're going to, first of all, just relax there in a stretch. Then you're going to have your hands inside your knees. We're going to push into our hands without nothing happening. And then from there, you're going to hold your hands at the same level, and you're going to try to pull your legs down more. So from here, we're going to hold the stretch there first. Your hands are going to go inside the knee. Then we're going to activate, so pressing hands and knees together. Then I'm going to ask you to relax, hands stay where they are, and you're going to try to pull your feet down towards the ground more without pulling them out. So if this is the level where I'm at the moment, when I pull my knees or feet towards the floor, I'm not going forward that way. The idea is to go down to the side more. So it's going to be quite a challenging exercise for your adductors, for your groin area. All ready? So let me get the timer out. We're going to first stretch for 30 seconds. So if everybody is ready, down on your floor, on the floor, on your back. And let's go. Get into position and let gravity help you. Just hold that position, relax. Try to have a little bit of a squeeze of your quads so that your knees are locked and everything else can relax. Right, your hands on your knees, get ready. Push knees and hands together. So you're trying to close your legs, but you resist yourself. Keep holding, squeeze as much as you can. Now relax, try to pull those legs further apart. Hold, keep pulling them down. And relax. Now place your hands in that new position, don't let your legs close again. Hold there. Keep holding, keep squeezing a little bit your quads. Get ready. And squeeze your legs and hands together again. As hard as you can, quads are still squeezing, push in, relax. Pull those feet towards the ground even more. Keep pulling, you should feel the muscles on the side working when you pull down. Hands on your knees, relax there, don't let your legs close again. Keep breathing. Right, get ready, last one. And push. Keep pushing 5 seconds. Relax. Pull those feet to the ground again. Pull, 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 5 seconds, keep pulling. Everything should be shaking a little bit. Relax. And hold your legs there with your hands. Try to relax, take deep breath in. Try to relax in a new position. Slowly bend your legs, close, and relax down, shake everything. All okay there? Good job, guys. Now, we're going to sit up. And we're going to essentially do a really similar work, but into a sitting position, which is going to be a little bit harder for us to do. Let me put this back up. Right. Okay, so essentially you're going to get into a straddle position. We're going to hold this position by pushing the belly button forward and staying as straight as we can. Now, after we do that, I'm going to ask you to actively try to push your legs out. So you're going to try to bring them without using your hands or anything else. You're going to try to open those legs even more, which should make you feel something kicking in on the lateral side of your leg and on your bum. In the meantime, you're still pushing your belly button forward. If you really struggle with this position, like all of you guys are going to be okay, but if somebody's watching later, you're going to either have your fingertips at the back to force you in this position, or if you're really not even close to be at 90 degrees with your back, you're going to sit on yoga blocks or mats. Right, so let's get the timer on again. So start with a comfortable straddle, not your max. From there, first thing we're going to do, we're going to get tall and lean forward slightly. And we're going to hold this. Now, I want you to start squeezing your quads a little bit. So again, the muscles up here, and try to rotate your feet back towards the ceiling or even behind you slightly. Now, once you've done that, we're going to start trying moving those legs out. That should make you feel these muscles kicking in and maintain that position. Keep pushing your belly button forward slightly and breathe. Now relax everything, but don't let your legs move. Try to relax in the new position. If your legs want to rotate in, let them rotate in for a moment. Your back is still straight. Okay, and we're going to go again. Squeeze your quads. Start by rotating your toes to the ceiling or even behind you if you can. And then see if you can actively move your legs wider. See your belly button pushing forward. Hold that tension. Hold that new position. And relax in the new position. Don't let the legs move. But if they want to roll in a little bit, let them roll in. Saskia, Claire, I want to see a little, Ellie as well, I want to see a little bit more effort with your chest and back. We want to be super straight. Imagine you're doing a deadlift or a good morning. So we don't let the upper body round. Okay, last one. So squeeze your quads as much as you can. Start by rotating your feet back. Keep getting tall through your spine. Keep pushing forward with your chest a little bit. And then see if you can open a little bit more. Or even just tense these muscles as if you wanted to open. Hold. And relax in a new position. Now what I want you to do is to reach forward and start running your back. Place your hands on the ground. Take 5 nice deep breaths in. And try to get your entire body to relax in this new position. Now you're going to rotate and bring your hands either side of your right knee. What I want you to do is to tense your quad, and then you're going to push your leg as hard as you can into the floor for 10 seconds. So tense, and let's go. Push your heel and your leg down. Keep holding, keep pushing. Relax. See if you can reach forward with your hands and back a little bit more. Again, squeeze your quads first, as hard as you can. Hold that. And now shift and push into the floor. Leg pushes into the ground as hard as you can. You should feel that from your butt cheek to your heel. Relax. See if you can reach forward a little bit more. We're doing one last one. Squeeze your quad as hard as you can first. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Relax, push into the ground. Push, 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 push. Relax. See if you can reach forward even more. Completely relax your upper back. Hold that position. Deep breath in. And out. Now, hands on the ground, slowly work yourself up to a sitting position. And without changing anything with your legs, you're going to face the left knee. Hands will start either side of the left knee. We're going to repeat the same. So from here, first thing, squeeze that quad as hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Relax, push into the ground as hard as you can. Push, push, push. Relax, see if you can reach forward even more. And squeeze your quad as much as you can. Relax, push into the ground. Relax, see if you can walk your hands even further forward. Breathe. One more, squeeze your quad as much as you can. Hold that position. Relax, push into the ground. From your bum to your heel, everything presses into the floor. Relax, walk forward and completely relax your back as well. Breathe. Walk your hands back. Face forward once more. Last part of these, guys. Hold your arms as tense as you can to the side. We're going to push the belly button forward as to do a good morning, leaning forward, back up. It's going to be a really small movement because our legs are maxing out on range. And back, we're going to get to 10. Your back needs to be super straight, your chest pushing forward. So I'm not rounding from the top to think that I can go further. Push belly button and chest forward. That's it. We get to 10. And then maintain the tension in your upper body, keep straight, and with your right leg, you're going to rotate in and out 10 times. So get that foot and that knee to go as far forward as you can, and then as far back as you can. Tense your upper body, tense everything else. Your quads should be squeezing as well. We're almost there, guys. And then time with the left one. Rotate in as much as you can, out as much as you can. Times everything, your core should be squeezing. Slow and controlled. Once you've done 10, relax and slowly walk your legs back in. Relax your legs, your back, and move. That should have been hard work, guys. Everybody okay? More or less. Saskia is hating me. Right, guys, for the next part, we're going to go standing. And especially if you're on carpet, I would advise to take your socks off because we're going to need to anchor to the floor. Let me see. Okay, let's see if I can stay on the mat. No. You should be able more or less to see me as long as you see my legs. Right, so we're going to introduce a little bit of an hamstring stretch, but we are also going to work on the rotation at the hip with some dynamic movements. So what we're going to do, we're going to work with external rotation first, which is what a lot of you guys will find easier. So we're going to be into a stagger stance. Yeah, stagger stance. Your back foot, let's start with left at the back, right forward, is going to stay on the ground. It's gonna be straight as well. So you might feel a little bit of a calf stretch at the back there. Now, and it can be out of like 30 to 45 degrees. My front foot starts straight in front of me. So my hips are going that direction, my foot is going that direction. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to lift your toes up in the front foot. Now, from there, you're going to rotate through your hip. You're going to rotate that leg out as much as you can. And you're going to place that foot down. From there, we're going to hinge at the hips, push our bum back, come back up. And we're going to do this 5 times. Keep your foot anchored, keep you rotating as much as you can. You can have your arms out to the side if you need, and up. Now, the foot comes up, the toes come up, rotate through that heel, and we're going to go in internal rotation, so rotating that knee and foot in as much as we can. The movement, I'm trying to create the movement from my hip. So what I'm not doing is just turning my foot, and I'm not turning from my pelvis. So that leg twists in as much as I can, then I anchor my foot. Now from here, still pushing my hips forward, we're going to do 5 good mornings from there. So lean forward, back up, down, up. Good. Up, back to center, down, and you can push yourself forward, stand. Shake the legs, and we're going to do opposite leg. So right foot is now at 30 to 35 degrees at the back, my heel is down, and I'm in this kind of long lunge position. My hips are pushing forward, my foot is facing forward. First thing I'm going to try doing there is balancing. I feel I don't have much balance on this side for some reason. Now, legs are contracting, toes come up, we're going to start rotating out from the hip. And place your foot down, anchor to the ground. Legs stay straight. I'm going to push my hips back as a good morning. My back is straight, down and up. We're going to do this 5 times. So depending on where you are tighter, guys, you may feel these at the back of the front leg, more through the glutes, or for example, my right leg is definitely tighter. I'm feeling more that back calf at the moment than anything on the front leg. When I did the right leg, everything was on the right leg, couldn't feel anything on the left. So try to listen to what your body is telling you, because it's gonna teach you what is going on. Toes come up, rotate that leg in as much as you can through that hip. Really try to use the muscles in your groin to pull it around, foot anchors to the ground. Now from there, my hips are still pushing to the front, I'm not rotating to the side, and we're doing 5 good mornings. Up. Good. Toes come up, rotate to the front, down, bend your legs, and shake everything. Is all okay, guys, doing this? Yeah? Cool. So now we're going to still work that hip rotation. This time we're going to anchor towards the front foot. So you're going to start, let me angle this. So this time we're going to start with the right foot anchored in a specific position. So if you're going to stand on the spot, you're going to, again, pivoting from the hip and keeping your pelvis forward, you're going to rotate that foot and leg out as much as you can. Depending on your external rotation, you may be a little bit more close, you may be really turned out. So wherever you can reach, and then you're going to use your toes and foot to really grab and anchor the floor. Now from here, you should really feel the bum muscles working quite hard. You will have to squeeze and keep holding those, because if you don't do that, your pelvis will go back and we lose the benefit of the exercise. So my pelvis is forward, I'm squeezing a little bit the quad here, I'm anchoring from the back foot. Now the other leg is what is going to move. Nothing is changing at this hip. I'm going to reach back, trying to maintain the knee forward, and then I'm going to bring my foot forward. So kind of facing sideways. And now I'm going to go back again and forward. So when I come forward into this side position, guys, it's where things relax and it feels easier. And then I'm going to use that rotation to try to go across as much as I can to feel these muscles working, and you'll feel a rotation throughout the entire leg. And that's what is teaching our ankle, knee, and hip to use more of the range that we have. We're going to do this 6 times. So keep the rotation and go. So you're going to move one side, maintain the anchor to the floor, rotate back as much as you can. And again, going your own time, 6. Knees stay straight. And you're going to try leaning back as much as you can without bending your knees when you step behind you. Saskia, I want you to keep pushing your hips forward when you lean back. So at the moment you're here and you're doing that. So your hips come back, which means you're not really working anything here. They still need to push forward so that you work this entire hip range as well. There, and I'm not really moving much where my body weight is. I'm just tensing through my pelvis for that. Once we're done 6, guys, we're going to do on the other side, working that external rotation again. So same thing from here, I'm going to rotate my left foot out as much as I can, tensing that quad, anchoring my foot to the ground. Now from there, I'm stepping back as much as I can. So you see both my knees are straight and I'm pushing my hips forward. Yes, I'm leaning back a little bit, but I'm not doing this, because otherwise I lose all the tension. From there, stepping forward. Imagine you want to pivot on that standing hip and you move back. Forward, back. 6 reps. Okay, Joanna and Claire, so when you're stepping back, you are rotating your hips kind of sideways as well. We don't want to do that. So it's fine when we step forward, but when we rotate back, the further the hips go is straight in front of us, and it's just a foot that steps back, so that I work this rotation through the hip more. Because if you go and open that way, you lose a little bit of the tension in the hip. It's a little bit too much. So try to maintain that hip squeezed. Better. Cool. For the last one, we're going to do the reverse. So from here, you're going to rotate that leg in as much as you can. So if my hips are forward, again, from my hip, I'm rotating in as much as I can and push forward. Knees are straight, and from here, we're going to go from the side, trying to reach forward. As you see, my knee stays straight, my foot stays anchored, and I'm trying to rotate against my hip. So I'm trying to get more knee in and foot forward this way. And then I relax, and then I step forward again. Relax, step forward. Let's go for 6. Good job, guys. Once you've done 6, we go with the other side. So again, starting with 4 either side, rotating my left one as much as I can, and then glute, quad, everything is squeezing, foot is anchored. I'm going to reach forward as much as I can, back to the side, forward as much as I can, try to rotating my hips as well. Relax and forward. Make sure you're not lifting the heel on the back leg or the leg that is staying anchored. And once you're done, we have finished. So hopefully those hips feels nice and flexy. For some reason, I can't unmute you guys, so how's everyone feeling?
Good.
Good.
Cool.
Yes, good.
Yeah, good, thanks.
So Saskia, I'm going to send you that link that you're going to have a few things for your neck.
Cool, thank you.
Perfect. Claire, are you doing your foam rolling and your stretches for your knee?
I am foam rolling, yes.
I could probably do it a bit more, but yeah, I am foam rolling a bit.
you
It just feels.
Yeah. Go on, sorry.
I was just going to say it just feels a bit like tender, and just in one